business big. Because one thing I realized is that it's all fine and dandy to create a business, have KPIs, have SOPs, have all those things going. But when you get to a certain point, it's like you need a team. You need a right hand, a left hand, a back shoulder, a back rib, a backbone, neck, all of that to really have your vision be bigger than what it currently is right now. Because respectfully, we cannot do it all by ourselves. And if so, it's going to lead to burnout. It's going to lead to smaller results as opposed to collabing and really just making sure that the business can be as big as it possibly can. But I know it comes with trust. I know it comes with hiring. It comes with training. It comes with vetting. It comes with understanding what the business even is. So that way you can hire the right person who can understand and share that vision. And so when it comes to hiring your VA, listen, let the process be long. Let the process be smooth in the ways that you feel. So if you feel like it's going well, ride off of that. If you do not feel like it is going well, or you feel as though there is a lot of struggle, just fire fast. Fire fast because especially for your first VA, you want to make sure that you have a relationship that is going to be your strongest to start because now you're sharing all your information, you're doing trainings, you're allowing someone to come into your space. So that relationship really needs to be strong and structured. So the first thing I'm going to say again is to do it alone. Take your time, vet the person, get the ins and outs, make sure that you have a certain amount of days to reach a certain amount of points, KPIs, and things that you want your actual VA to get done and see what happens during that time. Are they communicating? Are they understanding? Are they willing to learn? What do you like about them? What do they like about the work? What don't they like about the work? And we could get all into that right now. What was it like for you hiring your first VA, Cash?
Yeah, so of course, you know, I made an investment to learn about hiring a VA, just like we talk about here at DMU, where we help you with understanding the importance of hiring a VA and to be able to do certain tasks. So for me, it was pretty smooth because I made that investment into myself because, investment is key if you want to do things the right way.
Right.
And when I did that, I was able to learn and understand the proper way to hire individuals, meaning how to make sure you vet the person the right way. So it worked out really well. I used a platform called Upwork, which will talk more about different platforms and how they work and different things like that as well throughout this live. But the most important thing was I was able to make my own announcement. So similar to like you can look on like Indeed and different job boards when you're searching for a job on Upwork, you can do the same things. And I like it because you're able to see the success rate of the completion of the jobs that they've already done in the past. You can see what their score metric is out of 100%, and you can see like any certificates or degrees or anything like that that they've received. So being that I was able to do that, you don't necessarily have to wait for people to match with your job posting. You could also just direct message individuals. So that's what I did. I direct messaged individuals that I felt like fit what I was looking for. And my first hire, of course, at the time, I was running a template-based membership where I gave out templates every month to a group of individuals who were in the journal and planner sector. And I was looking for somebody to be able to help me design at a faster pace because, you have to pump out monthly templates every month. So they had to have design experience, Canva proficient, all of these different things, but also you never want to hire a person that just only has one skill set or something, especially when you first begin it. Because for me, I needed to stretch the amount of money, right, that I was spending in the person. So I made sure that the person that I hired was well rounded, and I still have them to this day. So, 3 years later, Well, actually, it might be 4 years now. So funny. Like four
Wow.
years later, we are still rocking and rolling. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, somewhere around there. So
Oh,
that,
beautiful.
that was important for me. So like that's basically giving you a high level overview of the hiring process and how it worked out for me. And I just did this direct myself because I had a bad experience in the past with using an agency. And not saying that all people are bad, but I paid a lot of money to have somebody come on hired and trained. And this was like for real estate. And she came on and said, "Oh, I can't work these hours no more." And she just never even started with me. And they wouldn't give me my refund. And I was just like, yeah. So that's the reason why I had to learn how to go ahead and hire myself and what to look for. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, with the VA, I had a few workers before I had the VA. That was more so of somebody physical, because I had a physical service business. But once I got into the VA realm, my first experience was it was listen, everybody's gonna have a different experience, but my first one, to make a long story short, they got in, understood the role, worked for, I want to say, maybe 4 to 5 days, got paid, and then all of a sudden told the agency that they can't work anymore. So my experience was through an agency. So I did have to do less work on the front end, which I was happy to have and to pay for. But even with that done, the first VA, it was like she got paid and basically did the bare minimum or did nothing. And now I'm sitting here starting all over again. Right. So that was the first experience I had with a VA. But honestly, it didn't make me feel like, oh, nah, I can't do this, or oh, nah, I'm not hiring nobody else. It honestly made me feel like, all right, who's next? Because I need somebody that I could trust, somebody that is going to be willing to get the job done. Because once I got the flavor or the feeling or the opportunity to even have that from somebody being able to take care of this paperwork, take care of this reaching out, take care of this fixing in the CRM, it was like, hold on, I'm getting some time back now, right? I'm not doing everything that needs to get done. I can delegate. And so, yes, it was a not the greatest experience, but I'm so grateful and thank God that it ended quicker than what a normal person would be like, let's keep attempting at it. Let's keep seeing if it works. And so that's why I mentioned in the beginning to really just hire slow and fire fast. And then our next VA, who has been with me now over a year. Wow. Yes, it's been over a year. Big thing. Wow, I can't believe when you talk about it, it's like, yo, like you really take a step back and be like, yo, you got a whole team, or you got your assistants, you got your people that's really helping you build your vision. And it's a year, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4 years later. Like that is going extremely well. We're building out the team, making the team even bigger and better. And it just takes the work to have someone a part of your vision and constantly reassuring them and making sure that they're still mentally a part of that vision, and also then onboarding more people that come after. So essentially I went through an agency, and it was a good experience at the end because they ended up doing their due diligence based off of the first person I had, and then also how I corrected that statement of what needed to be happening in order for me to even want to stay and get a VA from the agency. So definitely two experiences, with the agency, without the agency. Both can be done. Both are good opportunities for you to just go out and make your business big. When you delegate, there is something about delegating that allows you to focus on the business instead of in the business every single minute. And that's what a VA can typically do for you. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's amazing.
It's really amazing because it saves you so much time. Like it saves you so much time. Like, I mean, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Like you literally could pay somebody to do a full time, like you said, like full, like basically work while you're working on something of at a higher level or a higher value. And that's what makes it so good. So it's like while I'm doing, other income generating activities in my business, a VA is doing, all those other tasks, whatever it is that it may be. It could be administrative tasks. It could be all different types of things, which for me is a combination, right? Administrative and what else do we have? We have like I said, the designs, like so you can literally hire a virtual assistant to do everything. And as we as we wrap up, what I would like to say is um make sure y'all are, commenting, following us, and let us know where y'all tuned in from as well. But one thing I want to note is I want to give you some different places that you can actually look to find people. So if you Upwork was one of the places that I mentioned. And then we have who else do we have? We have Online Jobs PH is another option. And then we have Fiverr. So Online Jobs PH, it is a charge for that. And then Fiverr, you pay obviously by project. And then Upwork is free. Like I said, you do a job posting. So, and then you also have like Facebook groups where people are actually, like it's specifically dedicated to hiring virtual assistants. So I love those different. My favorite out of all of those is is Upwork because you're really able to vet them out to see kind of past activities. And then Fiverr, I like those for like, short term kind of projects. Like you could find some good people on here for long term, but most of the time when I'm using Fiverr is good for things like maybe if you want to do like a branding kit or you want to do like a what else is it, like a logo, all those different things. That is what Fiverr is good for me, or like some research, like one-off projects. Now, don't get me wrong, you could definitely hire someone on those other platforms, but Upwork and Online Jobs PH are more so for long-term individuals. And also, another gem for y'all is that you can hire people part-time or full-time in your business, and you can hire people from all over the world. So you can hire individuals from other countries, which makes it great. So where you don't have to pay them full service price because our $20 an hour is like their, maybe $1 or $2 an hour. Like that's their money for them. So that's just a gem to give y'all, to let y'all know when y'all hiring. And some of the pitfalls that you want to pay attention to is how people pay attention to detail. And another thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you want to make sure that you are able to have them do a trial or a test project before you bring them on, because you don't want to hire somebody part-time or full-time in your business without them actually knowing how to put together a project. And I typically do a 24-hour turnaround project, but you want to test them and then you also want to put them on a trial period, just like you would do at any other job for a 90-day, if you want to do 6 months, whatever it is, to where they are in limitations, where they have limitations, meaning like from how much access they have from you, but you're giving them different things to see how well they do. And also, what I want to say is you want to make sure that your VAs are independent. Okay. You want to make sure that your business is able to function without you being hands on 24/7. So if your VA makes a mistake, do not correct that mistake for them. Make sure that they correct it. Otherwise, you'll be in the business of working in the business instead of on the business. So that's what I want to say. Any pitfalls that you want to give Jasmine that you've learned throughout just having your VA and having VAs?
I would definitely say that you have to constantly remind yourself that even though you have somebody helping you, you are the person that needs to make the decision. You are the person that needs to provide the resource. You are the person that needs to reassure that you are on task, you are fulfilling your goals. And as you do that, is what your VA is learning, is what your VA is seeing, is what your VA can help with. But if you don't come with your VA with substance, it will more so feel like a chore as opposed to a luxury. And that's really what it is. It's a luxury to have a VA. It's a luxury to have somebody that is a companion, a loyal worker in your business with your vision, right? Because your vision is so delicate. And so remember to come with value, come with substance, because they are going to be there for you, but not if you're not even there for yourself or you're not even there for your business. That is the first and foremost thing that you want to make sure you are actually setting yourself up to succeed with a VA. And then I would also say that your VA becomes your family. Your VA becomes someone that you can go to in the middle of the night or whatever time zone they're in, right? So whether you get them on your own or you get them to an agency, the relationship that you cultivate with your VA is very, very, very important because they are now able to literally help you. So different things like bonuses and extra trainings that you may go through and different resources that you get, like sharing that with them is only going to make it better for your business. Yes, they're getting information. Yes, they're getting value. Yes, they're growing. And you shouldn't want to stop that. You shouldn't want to hinder them from doing that because at the end of the day, them getting better means what they're working on is getting better. And what they're working on is your business. So with everything that we talked about, all put together, just really know that you are allowed to have a team, an assistant, a VA specifically helping you make your vision bigger and better, but you have to show up like you know that you are allowed to have this person, you're allowed to have this team, you're allowed to have this business, and that's how it's going to work. So that's what I would say for the VAs. Get one if you haven't already, even in the beginning stages of your business, like Kiana talked about with the currency, it will be different for you and them. Yes, if they're in a different area. So even if you need to start off with a half a part-time or a part-time, then do so. You will definitely get to the full-time or at least the time that you need from them. But just starting and knowing how to run and operate and own, which all comes with business anyway, is going to be the key to keeping that VA.
Absolutely. So there you have it. If y'all are looking to learn more about how you can hire the right VAs, how you can monetize yourself on YouTube, create digital assets, and learn the framework that we have here at DMU, make sure that you look at the link in the description as we are here every other Monday, and we would love to see you inside the live room with us.
Period.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a great Monday. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. See ya.
Bye.